Good afternoon, everyone. Just want to say welcome to the Sports Stew with Drew YouTube channel. It's been a lot of hard work, but I'm glad to say that we have finally made it. Be linking it with our blog, drewsports.com. And also you can follow us on Sports Stew with Drew Facebook page, or @StewDrew on Twitter. Just want to say welcome. I also know a lot of folks have been asking me, why YouTube? Why? Well, the thing about YouTube that I enjoy is that you can see my face, you can see who Sports Stew with Drew is and what he's about, and I am all about just talking about sports, love having a conversation, a debate, the banter. Nothing like sitting at the bar with a stranger and just chatting about, just any random sports topic you like to talk about, like, the LeBron James versus Michael Jordan argument. How many titles is Tom Brady going to win? And just being able to have, just a great engaging conversation. And you know what? This is a great avenue that you can have. Please like, subscribe. Also, if you love to make comments below, I'll always do my best to try to get back to you. Love chatting, talking, and just kind of, getting my input, my opinion out there. I'm just really excited. And our first video today is going to be the 2001 Sports Athlete Bracket, Team Sports East Region, to kind of go into a little bit of what the Team Athlete Bracket is supposed to be. We started this about 7 years ago. I was a bartender back in Denver, Colorado. I now live in Las Vegas, beautiful sunny Las Vegas. And in Denver, Colorado, I would go to bars around the neighborhood. There was a couple bars I was regulars at, and after my shift, I'd go have a cold one, some wings, and would chat with people about, who's the best athlete in sports. And back then, when we started back in 2013, believe it or not, Tiger Woods won, if you can believe that. Tiger Woods would not win anything right now. He did have that great Masters win 2 years ago, but that seems like ages ago. We all know what Tiger Woods has gone through, his trial tribulations. If anyone's seen a documentary recently about Tiger Woods' infidelities, his life with his father, it was a very compelling documentary. And but anyways, so we would have some fun, and eventually I created a bracket, and it was of all athletes in sports. Of course, it had LeBron, Brady, back then Peyton Manning, Calvin Johnson, who just got into the Hall of Fame, congratulations, as well as Peyton Manning. And I would have everyone vote, and it would be set up like a March Madness bracket. So when I started my blog, which I just started, the drewsports.com, Sports Stew with Drew blog, about 5 weeks ago, I was like, this is going to be an after Super Bowl project. We're going to be having this going on for the next 6 weeks. All you got to do is go to the Sports Stew with Drew Facebook page, or follow @StewDrew on Twitter, and you'll see the matchups, and you can go and vote. I'm a day late on posting this video. We started this on Monday the 8th. Yesterday it will go on until tomorrow, Wednesday the 9th. And tomorrow we'll have the Midwest region. This is the East region. In the East region, it's any team sports player who would play in the Northeast region. So that'd be New York, Pennsylvania, Boston, Cleveland, Washington, D.C., Toronto, for all those Canadians out there. We have 3 professional sports teams in the great country of Canada, the great city of Toronto and the great country of Canada, who play in the major sports. So, with all due respect, let's get to the brackets. I'm sure a lot of you are very excited to see who is in the matchups. First off, we got Kevin Durant versus Francisco Lindor. Kevin Durant, we all know what Kevin Durant has gone through. He had an Achilles injury in the finals of Golden State Warriors back in 2019 and missed all of last season. And you would say, why is he number 1 on the list? Well, if you've seen him play this year, he has not skipped a beat in his first season back with now the Brooklyn, not New Jersey, but Brooklyn Nets. And who they call the Durantula is averaging almost 30 points a game, shooting 52% from the field and shooting 45% from 3. The guy is 6'10". He's a freak of nature with how just skilled of a basketball player he is. He's probably the best shooting big man in NBA history. I know that Dirk Nowitzki would probably say please hold my beer. But, that's a debate for a different argument. Today, Kevin Durant is going up against Francisco Lindor. Boricua, Puerto Rico. This is my native country. Francisco Lindor, now the shortstop of the New York Metropolitans, formerly of the Cleveland baseball team. Do not call them the Cleveland, well, you know who they used to be, but now they're the Cleveland baseball team. And Lindor just recently got traded to the Mets and is about to get paid a lot of money. I mean, you don't trade, as much as the Mets gave up to acquire a guy just for a season. He's a free agent at the end of the year. He had a little bit of a down year in 2020, but if you go to drewsports.com and look at the bios on the players, I am actually not holding that against him. A 60-game season in baseball is very hard to judge as a whole. You got to look kind of at the whole body of work over the last few seasons. Lindor the previous year hit .284, 32 homers, 74 RBIs, great on the base pass, arguably the best defensive shortstop in all of baseball. He has 2 Gold Gloves to his name, and now he goes to the National League. I'm sure that Nick Ahmed and Trevor Story will be battling with Lindor for the Gold Glove this year. But Lindor obviously brings a lot of enthusiasm and to the Mets organization. The Mets have had some tough years as of late. But Lindor, the Mets are going for it in 2021, and Lindor is going to be a big reason why the Mets will be picked by some to win their division. So please vote. Look at that. Alexander Ovechkin versus Josh Allen. As they call him, Alexander the Great. Been in the league a long time. Still one of the best goal scorers in all the NHL. As you know, he's a forward for the Washington Capitals. He recently won the Stanley Cup in 2018 after a lot of postseason failures, beating my local town, Las Vegas Golden Knights, in the Stanley Cup in 5 games. They don't talk about it around here, but it was Las Vegas. It was the Golden Knights expansion season, which is just incredible that they made it that far. But we're not talking about the Golden Knights, are we? We're talking about Alexander the Great. He is known as maybe the best goal scorer in this generation. He'll go down as one of the best goal scorers all time. He's averaging over a point a game this season. He is not slowing down for a very, very, very good Washington Capitals hockey team that cannot be taken lightly. He's going up against the most ascending quarterback in all of football, Josh Allen. We need some Billy Joel playing some Allentown. Allentown, New York. I know that's not an Allentown, New York. There might be. I don't know. Google it. Find out. I don't know. That's not why we're talking about Josh Allen. We're not talking about Allentown, New York, if it exists. We're talking about Josh Allen, quarterback, Buffalo Bills, finished second in the MVP voting. After having 52 and 58% completion percentage, well below average the first 2 seasons in the league. This season, how about almost 70%? 4,500 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's like straight up like a cyborg. The guy, he is a cyborg. I mean, if they were building in a factory an NFL quarterback, it'd be this guy, 6'7", fast, athletic. I'm sure you saw that play his rookie season he made against the Vikings, running for that 3rd down on 3rd and 12, just literally jumping over dudes. The guy is a freak of nature. He is someone who is only rated this low on the list because we can't just put you at the top of the region when you've had one big season. We need to see more. If Allen continues this, he might even be the #1 overall seed next year. Who knows? There's a good reason why Bills Mafia is very excited right now, as they should be, with their quarterback. And he's also probably going to get paid a lot of money really soon. All right, please vote. Next, it's Lamar Jackson. Anyways, Lamar Jackson, number 5 seed, 2019 MVP. The guy has had back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons as a quarterback. He's thrown for over 60 touchdowns the last 2 seasons. So he's not just a running quarterback. He's a dual threat. He is a guy that is a nightmare for defensive coordinators. He got a little bit of criticism this year for coming down. I feel like coordinators are figuring out. You don't figure out Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a hard worker, dedicated player. He's one of the best young quarterbacks in football. And I also had a great debate on Twitter that I sent out a couple weeks ago. Who would you rather have right now, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen? I would love to, moving forward, I'd love for you guys to comment below and let me know what you think. Would you rather have Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen? It's kind of like having, corner peas, steak or chicken. It's all about, your preference. It's all awesome. They're both awesome. You can't go wrong with either. He's also, just like Josh Allen, probably going to get paid a lot of money soon. If you hear what the Ravens are saying, there's a reason why Lamar Jackson is ranked this high. Going up against the Tasmanian Devil himself, that's what I call him, Russell Westbrook, because there's no guard in recent memory who plays like Russell Westbrook. He's an absolute freight train. Nobody in the NBA plays any harder than Russell Westbrook, the point guard for the Washington Wizards, the Washington professional basketball team. Recently the Houston Rockets, recently of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anyways, I'll stop with the music references, at least for this slide. He's averaging a little under 20 points per game, but he's still averaging 9 assists, 9 rebounds. He is Mr. Triple-Double, average triple-double for an entire season in his MVP campaign of 2016. He still has a chance. It's very early in the season. You never know. He could get up to 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and have another averaging triple-double in 2021. And also you can see that he's not afraid to not take the limelight. He can still score at will. He is still an absolute just machine. Nobody can guard the guy one-on-one. But he is willing to distribute because his teammate Bradley Beal, an honorable mention on this list, I must say, which is tough to keep him off. He's averaging 33 points a game this year. But you know what? Like Russell Westbrook just has the better track record, and this isn't about a history election. Let me tell you, because there's Ben Roethlisberger, for example, another honorable mention. I had to keep him off the list because if you're going through the history of football, especially over the last 10 years, Ben Roethlisberger is definitely going to be on the list. In fact, we'll go even 15 because, he went to 3 Super Bowls early in his career. But we had to keep him off the list because Roethlisberger had a little bit of a rough ending the last year. And also it's about who's the best now, not who's the best over time. If it was that way, then why are we even having this? Tom Brady would win, or LeBron James. But you know what? We're not, and spoiler alert, Tom Brady and LeBron James are in this bracket. Yeah. Anyways, please vote. Next we have ASU, Forks Up, baby. My school, James Harden of the Brooklyn Nets, formerly of the Houston Rockets as well. James Harden is an absolute scoring machine, maybe the best scorer in all of basketball, you'd say. I know that Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, there's a lot of players who probably say, hey, you can hold my beer, please. But James Harden is a scoring machine, averaged, I believe, 36 points a game last season with the Houston Rockets. This year he's averaging 23 points a game and leads the league in assists with 11.8 per game. What did that say? James Harden will do what it takes to win. He's not all about scoring, and if people think that, that is a big misnomer on the beard himself, James Harden.